Good morning. Welcome to the new day. I guess it's a new day where you are too, so you don't have to be welcome to my day. You can be welcome to your own new day. Well, there goes the yawn. Oh my goodness. Okay, so today, yesterday I did what I was going to do. Isn't that cool? I said I was going to do things. I'm not sure exactly what I did. Let me go back through it. Got up. Oh yes, I told Willem that I'd like him to go for a walk with me because my body wasn't moving very well. I needed to go for a walk. So he said, sure. And then on the way to the car, past the car to go for a walk, I said, oh, let's go over and get some willow. Sorry, I had to yawn. And then we can plant that down by the pond. So we did. We went over and got some willow and brought it back to the pond and stuck it in the ground here and there. And then we came back. No, we were there. And decided to go for a swim. Oh, there are millions of tadpoles. The areas are just black with tadpoles. Amazing. So we walked, we went swimming. I discovered my short wetsuit was in there. It was rather cold for my short wetsuit as it was, the thermometer said it was 63 degrees. Very cold. It's 83 at the pool in town, and sometimes I think that's a little chilly. So we went swimming, and then we came back to the house. I took a shower. Abe, I guess Abe got up about then, and he started doing some wood, stacking the wood. Oh yes, it was time to go to the dump. Yes, so we went to the dump. I had lots of bags of garbage in my car that I had never thrown away as I had driven in my week of gallivanting. And so we took that to the dump. Abe came along. That's right, then we did all those dump videos. I came home, uploaded all the dump videos, and then there were 5 short little videos, so I used the YouTube video editor and I put them all into one. So then I erased the other 5 that I had uploaded. You have to upload them first before that will work. There's a bird out there. It is so lush here. I just can't believe how lush it is. Everywhere I look, it's lush. At the dump, we found I spotted a porch swing way up on top of the pile, and it wasn't bent. And then I spotted the seat, so we tied it on the car and brought it home. And Abe helped me. We put it down by the teepee at the stream. The ground there is very uneven because of the sedge. Sedge grows in these clumps, and they're about maybe 8 inches above the level of the rest of the grass. I get these clumps and dips, and so trying to put the 4 legs down, they were, in different places. So I had to work a while with wood to get them even. I did that, and now I have to make a new strap, a new holder pole, because they're not all working. Some are rusted and bent and gone. So I have to use them, but I have the springs and everything is intact. Then, sorry, how many yawns is that? I yawn when I look at myself. Or look in this little dot. There's that little dot there. I saw you. You were in there. It's okay. And then, I guess I went out to the hammock, and I have this big piece of, the screen tent is sort of over my hammock. I have a string across the top, and I have this whole thing draped over it, and then I can sort of close up the ends where they're hanging down like that. I kind of close them up on that end, and behind me I close them up on that end. Tuck them in a little bit on the sides if they need to be. That works very well. mosquitoes and black flies didn't come in, and I worked on my genealogy. I really enjoyed doing genealogy. And then came in the house. I was getting chilly, and I asked Willem if he would like to go out to eat. So we went out to eat. Abe didn't want to go, so we brought him back a plate. And I ate this thing. I should not have eaten it. Really. Not just because, oh, I should have eaten it. But it was these 2 brownies, and they had 2 chunks of ice cream on top of the brownies, and then a big chunk of whipped cream on top of that. And then, on top of all that, there was this chocolate drizzled all over the top and the bottom and all around the sides. Must have been 1,000 calories, maybe 1,500. It was a lot of calories. Easily 1,000 calories in just the 2 brownies. And then another 200 or 300 in each scoop of ice cream. And then the chocolate drizzle, well, cheapers. Anyway, so I ate it. I let Willem have a little tiny bit, and I ate it. All of it. Well, chocolate and ice and milk are hard on my body. So I got home, I was full up to here. I felt like if I walked, it was going to slosh over. I felt like a buffalo. So I came home, I went straight to bed. I just lay down. I thought, I'll lay down for a little while. I think it was about 8:30. Willem went for a swim. And when he got back up from the pond, it's so amazing to have a pond that we swim in. When he got back up, I was fast asleep. And I slept right through until 8 this morning. 12 hours, 11 and a half hours of sleep. But, you know this kinetics, is that what it's called? Kinesthesiology? Anyway, something that you eat that your body doesn't like or sensitive to will make your muscles weak. Like you can hold your arm straight out and with the other arm hold the thing or eat it, and somebody push down in your hand, and you have a lot of resistance if your body's not sensitive to it, but if you're sensitive to it, you have no resistance, your just arm will go down. Well, when I got up, it was like that. It was like this big body of mine trying to stand it up on noodles. I feel so much lately like my body is just this huge, heavy thing, and I just can't hold it up straight anymore. Which means, of course, that the things I'm eating are taking away the strength out of my muscles. So that's where I'm at today, is I have this no strength in my muscles situation. As long as I'm sitting down, it's okay. My noodles are alright, too. See, there's my other noodles. So that's the situation from here. Coming to you from the Situation Room, where we are looking out at the beautiful, beautiful day. Ooh. So that was about yesterday. There you have it. That's what I was gonna do, and I did it. Should probably wet this so that it will land. I went swimming and I took a shower yesterday, and my hair is still wet. That was why it was cold last night, I think, because my hair was still wet. Alas, alack. Okay, well, I'm gonna try and upload videos. I have a queue. You remember my queue line? Well, I should upload from the queue. There's a lot of these entertainment for cats videos. And then there's a few cat cam videos. And anyway, we're still in February for the backlog. February, March, April. We're on the 19th, so we're catching up. But it's totally different than the beautiful springtime that we're feeling. I should probably hold on to them and upload them next February. Wouldn't that be good? Indeed. But I think I need to get rid of them. There's another bird. I think I'm going to go over to the post making place, and I'm going to strip off bark from the posts, harvest some bark. We had some thunderstorm last night. I did hear that in the night. And I'll be outside and I'll hear the birds. I'll also feel the black flies. I think I will make some of my citronella mixture to keep away the bugs off of myself. Alright, well that's it. So you're on your own. Take it from here. And away you go. You can do this at home. Results may differ. Good morning. It's me, Nancy, today. And look at Mao. He's sitting right here. He's sitting there looking very peaceful on the edge of my chair. You know where he likes to go. He likes to sit right down. He likes to lie on the place down there at the bottom of the feet. And he puts his head right up here. And this is where the heat of the laptop comes out. So he likes to lie right there. He's a very nice kitty. And look at my mouth. I'll show him to you. Isn't he a nice kitty? With his milk or his chicken allergy. That's why he's continually shaves his legs off. Because he's allergic to chicken. He's quite a faithful kitty. He comes and sits by me when I'm here. And how about these cat cam videos? I went through them all and I numbered them. I went from the very first one and I numbered them all. I don't remember how many there were. 35 or something like that. And so you can see remember last winter when I told you that he had his camera on under his neck and he must have gone out and rubbed it off or something. I guess I didn't have it tied on as tightly or something. So he went out there. He was up on the roof. And I was in the house and I heard this thump, 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 thump. And that was the camera. I had known when I put it on, I had this feeling like, oh, I hope this is secure enough. Like, this might not work. And I hope he doesn't lose it somewhere. And so when he was up on the roof, I heard the thump, 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 and I knew that that was my camera. I knew it. And so I rushed outside and looked, and I couldn't see it. It was on the roof in some snow. Maybe I could see it. Yeah, I could see it. But I had to rig up something so that I could reach it from the porch. And so I had made this, I put a yogurt container on the end of a 2x4. And I put that out there to try and get it. Anyway, eventually I got it. I don't think it was with the 2x4 that it got it, but somehow, or maybe it was a 1x4. Anyway, I got it in the end. So, I finally, yesterday, I guess I uploaded the video of the day that he was on the roof, walking along the roof. He went up on the roof and he wandered all over the roof. You can see the whole world from there. It's quite the wonderful video. There are parts of the roof that had no snow on them. It was a February video. And so he was staying on the parts along the edge of the house that had, like the roofs extend off. Like our house there's the kitchen and sunroom, which have a short roof, and then there's the high roof. And then it overhangs over the living room, the higher roof, because the living room is here, and then the upstairs is here, and the living room is down here. So we have one, two, three, we have 3 different levels of roofs. So he was on the low roof, and he would walk along the edge of the house, and so the overhang was keeping him out of the snow. That's up by Abe's bedroom window. And he stopped and he looked in the window for a while. And then he came back and he walked along the ridge, which had the low ridge, which had no snow on it. And then he went back up on the second level roof, which is over the living room. And he walked along, and you could see him smelling the tree that has a branch that's kind of sticking over. And he just turned around and looked here and there, and you could see the fields and the forest, and it was just so neat. And then, of course, the camera fell off, and it lay on the roof for 40 minutes before I was able to get it down, well, before it turned off. But then in getting it down, interesting, because when in moving it, it moved part way, and it must have rolled and bumped the button that turns another video on, because it started videoing again. So I have, when I went through I can't with this Windows Live Movie Maker, I can't, it's an old version, I guess, and it won't speed up. I can't get it to speed up parts of the video like I could with my other version. But as I jumped through it, jump, it would, you could see, it was just laying on the roof looking at the sky, and you could see the clouds moving over time. You could see a whole lot of cloud movement. It was really cool. And I wanted to give you a speed up of that so you could see the clouds moving. Anyway, but it didn't happen. So I axed that huge amount of it just laying there. And then when I got it down partway and it turned on again, that was another video. And again it was laying there and the sky was moving when I sped it, you know, when I jumped through. It was, you could see the sky, all the clouds moving along. It was really pretty. But I had to chop that too so that you wouldn't have to be terribly bored. But so now I linked it to the videos of getting the camera back, retrieving the camera. Is now the video that's right after the one about it being left on the roof. Isn't that neat? So they're not in chronological order, they're in, well, they are in chronological order, they're not in uploaded order. Anyway, so I went through all the cat cam videos and I named them all MAW, M-A-O-W, cat cam, and then the number. That's pretty cool. Alrighty then, that's it. I'm going to go now. I hope you're going to have a good day. Say your prayers, read your scriptures, be nice to people. It's hard if you don't see anybody. You know, I'm in my house all by myself. I have my laptop and I have my cat. But generally I'm all by myself. And there's nobody to serve. There's nobody to talk to. Used to be you'd get on the phone and you'd talk on the phone for a long time. And I don't have, excuse me, I don't have texting from my house. I have it on my little telephone, my Verizon telephone. I can phone and text and everything, but not from my house because we're in a place where there is no internet at home. If I drive a mile or two away, 10 minutes away, I've got internet service. I can go up there into the woods where I harvest cedar bark, and I can text Abraham from there. I got all settled in there. I just figured out exactly which logs I was going to take care of, and there was the wood thrush in the woods, and there was the oven bird, teacher, and I was all ready, and then I thought, I'll just text Abraham and just see what time he wants me to pick him up. And his response was, right now. So that was so much for that. So I haven't been back there to harvest cedar bark. I don't know why I'm telling you that. But anyway, so this is a video about my cat. But if you happen to scratch him under his neck there, or if you happen to touch him in there, he will grab you. I have scars where he has grabbed me. Can you see my scars? They're kitty hug scars. There's one, and there's the other. And Abraham has puncture wounds where he's bit him. And Elida gave him back to me because he attacked her so many times. But he would fall asleep on her lap, and then she would just be petting him or something, and all of a sudden he would attack her. And so she got her arm swelled up because of that one day. Anyway, so that's the situation from here. I could be wearing a hat, you know. I have my hats. I've been reviving my hats and wearing them a lot. See them all over there? I figured out how to reshape my hats. You soak them, and then you put them exactly the way you want them, let them dry, and it works. Ta-da! Alright, see you later. Bye. Good morning. Nice to see you again. I'm glad you could come. Today is, it's not October or November or December or January or February. It's March. It must be March the 8th, but I don't know for sure. I think it might be. Could be the 9th. Anyway, I think it's... So there we are. Hey, it might say on the screen. Maybe if I turn it around. See, I've been working on my teepee down here. No, it doesn't say on here. I've been cutting off the burned parts. So it looks much better. I didn't get those burned parts there, though. I need to replace that with something that will keep the water out. I did cut it off over here, though, which might have been a mistake because it's going to get wet. But I cut all the burned stuff off. And I stretched out this fabric better and I hooked it. But I got my fingers all sooty. Which probably means it's on my nose now, right? Let me see my nose. I can't see anything. Oh, now I can. Not sure it's that you can see me. I think it's that, oh yeah, there's what you see. And that is a perfect reflection of me. I love playing with this mirror. Anyway, I came down a while ago. I've been working. First I came down and I sat and I looked at it. I had brought a little tiny knife. A little sharp knife, carpet cutting knife, something like that. And I got to work. There's my pile of refuse, also known as garbage. I have to put it all in a bag. I do have a couple of black bags down here, but I don't think I have the I don't think my body will do that today, or right now. We're going to go to Palmyra later. I've had doubts about should we go. We have other commitments here. We could go to Elida's singing in a different town. And I would love to go hear Elida sing again and see the venue. And tomorrow... a fellow with Down syndrome is getting baptized. He's had Downs, well, his whole life, right? But he's 30 now. And so now he's going to get baptized tomorrow. Anyway, we've known him for 20 years or something. I feel good in my teepee. And the sun is out. Can you see the sun is on my face? My word. We've had no sun for a very long time. Well, you know that. As you've come down here, it's always been cloudy. So I felt compelled when I woke up that I should come down here and not only enjoy the sunshine, but also, oh, this is still up to my chin. I don't think it's that cold. Anyway, I'll leave it like that. It's not cold with this zipped up to my chin, and it's also not cold with the sun on my face. The little alder bushes are all bent over and frozen into the snow. That will change the shape of them, I believe. Alders are a bush that becomes sort of like a tree. Becomes a giant bush, I guess. A tree-sized bush.
30 feet high or something. And they end up weighing a lot, so the stem bends. So they'll end up sitting on the ground like the big tree will be. The first 15 feet will be sitting on the ground and then curving upward eventually. Anyway, they're very bendable branches, and I've used them for weaving. But the trouble is they get very brittle after a year or so. And then they're not good. And they fall apart. This was all basket woven with them. I don't think I ever got to the top. But I think I'm going to basket weave it from the top down with willow. I think so. Down to where the trees are up against it. It's a good teepee. It's very, it'd be nice if this was all smooth and no wrinkles. But then I suppose it would look store-bought. But I'm okay with it. But I do like how it's nice and cut now. No more of that ragged, burned edges. So what are you doing today? Are you going to have a good day? Your day is exactly what you think it is. If you think it's a good day, it is. If you think it's a bad day, it is. And if it's a bad day, there are two reasons that it might be a bad day. One, things aren't going the way you like, which of course is the opposite of thy will be done. That's one reason to have a bad day. Second reason is because you're thinking about yourself. When you think about yourself, it's not very good. Also pain. Even if you're thinking about other people, if you've got a lot of pain, it's hard to get past it. Or if you're sick, it's really hard to think about others and think about good things when you're sick, and all you can think about is how your stomach feels or some pain you have. That is very difficult. So you can have a miserable day from pain. But you can also have a good day when you're in pain. Think about the parts of yourself that don't hurt. Of course, the parts of yourself that don't hurt you can't really feel, because they're fine. You know, it's said in one of those things about lessons to learn from a dog stretches before it gets up. And so I tried stretching before I got out of bed. I think it might have helped. It felt good. But sometimes I forget to stretch. Like, I haven't stretched in a long time. Willem often does, but not so much lately. Not like the past few years. But he used to stretch and make this big noise. It was very funny. You knew he was awake. He hasn't done that for a long time. I used to always have to get up first. I got up long before him, and I would be making breakfast for the kids, making pancakes or making quesadillas or apple turnovers. Apple pie on a pie plate is what it was. I wished for times I could sleep in. Now I can sleep in, and I must say I like it. I don't miss having to do that. That's a lot of pressure when you're a mother. A lot of things you have to do. Nobody knows what it all is except you and other mothers. It's a lot of work to be a mother. It's a lot of work. It's very worthwhile. It's a wonderful thing to do. There's much reward for motherhood. All those little children and their love that they have for you. The teenagers, not so much. Oh, well. But our love for them always carries on. You know, when you smile, it makes you want to breathe deeply. And outside here, it's I don't know what the temperature is. It's below freezing, but I don't know how far. Feels good though, because it's a sunny day and it's dry. Soon it will melt. I think it's going up to 7 degrees above freezing. When I say that, just think about freezing is 32 and 7 degrees above it. Just think that way. Of course, it's probably half again as much, so it's 7, probably maybe 14 degrees above it. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably double it. Double it and add 32. That's how you get your temperature. Yeah, so you start at freezing, which is 32. And you double what I say. And add it. That'll get you pretty close. Within a degree or 2. Or 3 or 4. Which on Fahrenheit is not, is pretty close. You have so many degrees on Fahrenheit. Celsius, not so many. I like Celsius. I also like centimeters. 2.2 centimeters in an inch. So a centimeter is about a half an inch. Or the width of your thumb or any of your digits or somewhere close to a centimeter. That one maybe not. There's 10 millimeters in a centimeter. And I don't know exactly all that. There's 10 centimeters in a decimeter, but nobody ever says decimeters. It's either centimeters or meters. There's 100 centimeters in a meter. And a meter is a few inches longer than a yard. So it takes less meters. Your meter number is smaller than your yards number for the same measurement, I think. Could be wrong. It happened once. I remember it well. Alas, I guess I gotta get up and go back up to the house. Oh, I brought down a rain chain and I hung it up here. Which will be nice if it's an icicle, I guess. Well, I hope you find a really nice spot and go lie in a hammock somewhere today. Bundle up for it. Appreciate the experience and being outside and be able to do something that you wouldn't normally do. It makes you feel good. A feeling of accomplishment. It's good to feel accomplishing something, even if it's just something little. Make out a list of things you want to do. A to-do list is so awesome. Keeps you from getting stuck and drifting. Drifting is no good. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, probably very soon. I probably won't upload this for a while though. We'll see. Bye. What we did, we have the swing down here, and we have a screen over it. So one can now get in it if one wishes. And sit down, cover up inside of it. Can't show you with so many things in my hands. Sorry about that. It's awesome. The bugs can't get me. Now I just have to fix my chair a little bit better. It's only got one thing holding it. Okay, gotta go. Bye. Hello, we are cozy in our nest. Hi, Willem.
Hi, Nancy dear. Hi, YouTubers.
Here we are, all together. And the bugs are not in here with us. You want to see the bugs? There's one right there. He flew away. There's another several. There's one right here. But we are safe, aren't we, Willem?
Well, mostly, yeah.
Mostly safe. Sometimes.
Mostly safe. Here's one on me.
There's one on you.
Yeah, got it. There's one on the inside there too. See? Oh, no, this on the outside.
These are on the outside here.
This one's on the outside. Oh, this one's on the inside. Forget it. Look on the outside.
So we are mostly safe.
Mostly safe. That's it.
There's three. One, two. Try my finger, if I could see my finger there. Two. Three. They're everywhere on the outside.
This one's on the inside.
See, but he wants to get out. That's the beauty of of black flies, is they can't get you if they're enclosed. See, now we have three here. Where's my finger?
Mm-hmm.
Where's my finger? One. We are protected. Should we take a photo of ourselves?
Okay.
Except it's a video.
No, that's fine.
It's fine. We could take a video of us. Hi. Make them all happy.
There you go.
We are so safe and secure in here. This is our little... I brought down the bench and I tied up this part that was broken. See, this part was broken and also the back was missing part. So I tied them up, and so that's just as fine as this. Abraham didn't want to get it because he said, oh no, you can't get it because the thing is broken and that thing's broken. It's all rusty. You won't want that, Mom. Little did he know. And this side, those work. See, 1, 2, and that one from the back. It's number 3. Do you see how I did that? See here? I did it with this, Willem.
All right.
My fancy dancy strap. And I even have leftover strap to take home.
Very ingenious here. That is just you.
It's
It's indeed.
Willem took the dam apart. There's a dam over here. Took apart a little corner of it. So it's let the water level down a bit. So maybe we won't be so flooded in here. It's rather wet. This is great. I can come in here and play my violin.
You could.
Except the violin, the bow gets stuck on this. It sounds like it. Oh, it's hitting here. That's what it is. I thought it was hitting, but I didn't see it hitting up above. So we just used, let me explain to you what this thing is. There's one of those 10 by 10 by 10 screen tents or something like that. But part of it broke. Part of the frame broke. So it was no good. And instead of fixing the broken part, it was given to us, and we now just zipped it all up, so it's really just a round unit, you know. A screen is a big circle with 4 zippers in it. And so we've just got one side of the zipper, one side of it, the back ends here. See, that's the back, and it comes over and ends here, and then the front comes up and goes over and ends up there. That's perfect. I suppose if we put something heavy in here, maybe a few of those rods that I took out, it will weight it so it won't go over. Oh, one got in. One nasty little black fly. See, we're in the backyard of our teepee. This is Sedge Meadow porch swing.
Mm-hmm.
So we must be in Sedge Meadow porch. We'll have to put up a sign. Sedge Meadow porch swing. And the reason it's Sedge Meadow is because there is a clump of sedge right there. There's a lot of canary grass, but there are some beautiful clumps of sedge. That's the bridge where we sit. We walk down the road to the bridge and sit.
Yeah, we just started taking apart before you told me that there's a dam I'd have to take apart.
Oh, I didn't mean this bridge. You poor guy.
Oh, the old
I told
bridge.
you it was a dam to take apart, but it looks like a dam. It looks like a big mess, but it's not. It's a bridge. And the reason it's such a lopsided bridge is because it's built on a tree that fell over, and the tree is forked with part of the fork sticking upward. And so I did what I could with what I had. That's the Nancy Today way. You heard it here last. Until you hear it somewhere else, and then you will have heard it here first. Or maybe second. Or it depends if you've heard it here before.
I'm glad you explained it all to us.
It's... oh, dear. Okay, well, I think we're going to tune out now because we're going to tune out and tune in. Oh, look, a black fly. He's been had. He's a has-been. Here's my finger so I can show you this. It's easiest to show you if I show him to you through the sky behind. Okay, well, we have things to do. We can't spend all day just talking to you like this. Although I try. Bye. My apologies to those of you who are new subscribers and are seeing that there are like 10 videos going up a day or more. You might want to unsubscribe. Just write it on a piece of paper that you want to check in on me now and then. That's better. If you're waiting for a soap video, you may wait a long time. Or you may not. Bye. Hello, it's Nancy Today. Well, we're coming to you today from the Situation Room, which is a screen tent which just goes over our porch swing from the top. Oh, excuse me, I talk to you and you make me very tired. Do you know that? That's right, every time I talk to you I have to yawn. So here's our view. Nice, eh? We're right beside the stream. So we can sit here. A little hole to deal with. But whatever. I can grab them as they come through. Those bugs you do. If we were really quiet, we might be able to see a mink swim down the river, the stream. There's otter scat on the bridge, on my little Every Which Way bridge. So there are aminuls in this water. It's very pretty, isn't it? I've been sitting here playing my violin. And as you could see, Willem has been very busy putting 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s and 5s and 6s and 7s and 8s and 9s in all those little squares. It makes him into a happy camper. You a happy camper? Makes him into a happy camper who can't speak. Because he's very busy, as you can see. So some black flies have come in here to offend us, to harsh our mellow. harsh, not the mellow. Well, I hope you see a good day. That was an interesting talk we heard at church today. There was a talk that was given at a timeout for women. We Mormon women got together, and they came from somewhere, very good speakers, and they spoke. And one of them was talking about good things, the good versus the bad, and both having the same experience and having different experiences while we were having the same experience. And our view. And so to see a good day, it's not like to have a good day, but to see a good day. Be to look for and see the good that is happening. See the beauty and not the climb. Enjoy the climb, enjoy the journey. But not be bothered by the difficulties along the way, but see the greater picture, see the beauty in it all. And thereby see a good day. This screen helps a lot because we have less bugs to deal with. They're not coming at us from all sides. Is that one on me there? Sometimes they get in. But you know, it all depends on whether we've got this tight down to the ground all the way around. Oh, you see here? Look at that. It's up high. They can get in there by that tall grass. Have to be vigilant. Not just diligent, but vigilant. Yeah, I just saw a dragonfly. The dragonflies will come and eat the mosquitoes. Do you know that? Oh, it's true. Well, I can't talk to you any longer or I'll fall asleep. Goodbye. Enjoy your day. Well, you would like to see our teepee and the plants that are growing in here. This is our glass teepee. And we have a garden with 4 soaker hoses. Now back at the back here are beets. And that row there is radishes, and this row must be radishes too. See back at the back here, you can see the little tiny things coming up. Those are the beets. Willa made holes with the end of the stick and dropped a beet seed in each. These are the more recent radishes. Those are gourds. Don't see the beans up over here yet. The radishes. Along here at the front, I planted some flower seeds. They are blooming. There's another leaf on the gourds. Don't see the beans growing yet. Something's coming up over there. More leaves on the gourds. There's Swiss chard here and spinach. Neither of them are up yet. I don't yet see the beans. I see one is out of the ground over there. There is the first bean. And there's another one beside it that is sprouting. That's it. And I've gotten all the flowers ready, weeded up. This will all be white, a beautiful white flowery place in due season. They look like zinnias until they get big. Lawnmower ran out of gas. And the lilies are up. All the bee balm, flowering bushes. And the grapes are budding out. We're almost up to the top here yet. Hello, it's Nancy today. Well, we're coming to you today from the Situation Room, which is a screen tent which just goes over our porch swing from the top. Oh, excuse me, I talk to you and you make me very tired. Do you know that? That's right, every time I talk to you I have to yawn. So here's our view. Nice, eh? We're right beside the stream. So we can sit here. A little hole to deal with. But whatever. I can grab them as they come through. Those bugs are there. If we were really quiet, we might be able to see a mink swim down the river, the stream. There's otter scat on the bridge, on my little Every Which Way bridge. So there are aminuls in this water. It's very pretty, isn't it? I've been sitting here playing my violin, and as you can see, Willem has been very busy putting 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s and 5s and 6s and 7s and 8s and 9s in all those little squares. It makes him into a happy camper. You a happy camper? Makes him into a happy camper who can't speak, because he's very busy, as you can see. So some black flies have come in here to offend us, to harsh our mellow. Harsh not the mellow. Well, I hope you see a good day. That was an interesting talk we heard at church today. There was a talk that was given at a timeout for women. We Mormon women got together, and they came from somewhere, very good speakers, and they spoke. And one of them was talking about good things, the good versus the bad, and both having the same experience and having different experiences while we were having the same experience. And our view. And so to see a good day, it's not like to have a good day, but to see a good day. Be to look for and see the good that is happening. See the beauty and not the climb. Enjoy the climb, enjoy the journey, but not be bothered by the difficulties along the way, but see the greater picture, see the beauty in it all. And thereby see a good day. This screen helps a lot because we have less bugs to deal with. They're not coming at us from all sides. Is that one on me there? Sometimes they get in. But you know, it all depends on whether we've got this tight down to the ground all the way around. Oh, you see here? Look at that. It's up high. They can get in there by that tall grass. Have to be vigilant. Not just diligent, but vigilant. Yeah, I just saw a dragonfly. The dragonflies will come and eat the mosquitoes. Do you know that? Oh, it's true. Well, I can't talk to you any longer or I'll fall asleep. Goodbye. Enjoy your day. Good morning. It's Nancy today. There's a tree swallow that just went into the birdhouse. Remember I built birdhouses last year? I build birdhouses all the time. And I have around the pond a lot of them. Let me show you. 1, 2, it's back on the tree right there. 3 on the post, 4 on the post, 5 on the post, 6 on the post, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1 on the tree, 11. I thought that would be good. Then they could have their places. But this one here, this tree swallow over here, he's now sitting on the well. It's just white on the bottom, blue on the top. This camera does not zoom. And he flew over into this one. There he goes. He's eating all the flies. Isn't that interesting kind of grass? Oh, now there's a swallow, a sparrow. Just dropped down into there, to the ferns. You hear that watery, gurgly sound? That's the tree swallow. And they're nesting right in that box on the tree. There goes my sweetheart. Good morning. How's my sweetheart? That was hard. I lost my other camera, my blue one. You haven't seen it, my round camera?
I saw one camera in my car.
Whereabouts in my car?
Together with just right now. With the white iPhone.
The white iPod was for you. This new one. Yeah.
You bought it new?
I'm gonna give it to Mary, but I lost this, and so I owe it to you. Yeah. Also, there was a piece of paper on your chair. That's your thing from work.
My info for retirement.
Yeah. This is bracken. Have you ever seen bracken before? It stands straight up. It's a fern. It's just coming out here. Well, I'm going to take you with me in the woods a little bit. The beavers cut down this tree. Used to be able to drive in here. One day when I get my chainsaw, maybe that'll be today. I can cut it up. Hear all the tree swallows with their watery gurgle? There's a robin. The tree right there. balsam way. I love that smell. Christmas. It's a great crested flycatcher. Makes that weep. I've told you that a million times. That's the rattly call of the one that goes up and down the stream. Kingfisher. Oh, nice. Great one. This is just a little difficult here. I think my chainsaw is going to be really handy. I'm going to put these up in our teepee because the legs are too difficult for down here. Jeepers. Because the legs are so pointy, they just go right into the ground when you sit on them, if the ground is soft. Yeah, there's a lot of wood that can be cut here. I'll have to take care of my chainsaw though. Keep it inside. Use that gas stabilizer. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble here maneuvering. Keeping my hat on at the same time. Okay. Come out here. This is Veery Way, where the Veeries sing at night. The Veery has a spirally song. It's the last one that sings at night. Okay. Bring these out here where I can put the car down here and take them up. I'm all packed up. Got boots. I'm going to trim the grass by the stream. I'm going to, with my clippers. And I've got my laptop. And I've got my violin. And I'm all ready to have a lovely time. See you later. Good morning, it's Nancy today. I really can't see what you can see. Oh, I see something. Yes, there I am. Aha. I see a big reflection and I see the little one. It's the camera, I guess. I'm sitting by the stream, our stream. Imagine, it's our stream. I mean, you can't own water, you can't own a stream, but in as much as you can own what is beside the stream, this is our stream. And we've paid for it too. Imagine that. I have so many blessings. I just feel I should tell you my blessings. I have everything. I have a laptop. I have a violin. I have the ability to now play by ear, sort of. I have an iPod. I have zoomy cameras. And my back hasn't been hurting. I ate meat for 3 days and nothing else. And then I started eating regular again. And I had no pain. I just haven't gone to the bathroom for days. I'm really full of it. I didn't say that. You didn't hear that. Don't spread it around. This flower is falling off, isn't it? Well, sometimes you lose flowers at an alarming rate. I guess they fall off the trees too. We'll just leave it. Anyway, I took my walker, which I have because of my much pain before, and I put my violin on it and my clippers. I have these awesome clippers. If you ever can get a pair, they're awesome. They're long handled and they have a foot on it, which bends. You can rotate it all the way up to down and straight, and even go back the other way if you really need to. Anyway, and then the handles stick out at an angle from the stem. Handle. Foot, stem, handle. Anyway, they're awesome. So I brought them along, and I brought along my laptop, and I brought along my little iPod holder. This is called a swivel. But I never have batteries that work right at the right time. So it's not working at the moment. And you put a little piece on yourself, and then you have that, and then as you move around, walk away, it follows you. As if you're into being followed. You can make you paranoid. Anyway, so I piled all these things on my walker, and as well as a pillow, and my boots. I have these big yellow waterproof boots. They're not very good for walking in, but they're good for down here where it's kind of wet. It's a song sparrow. And then song sparrow. Oh, look, a little black fly. He's gonna bite you. I gotcha. Anyway, I went to the pond and I dropped off the pillow into the cocoon chair, where it belongs. I also tidied up all the stuff that I had put on our round table. We have a little round table outside the house, trying to keep our yard tidy. It's a full-time job to keep the yard tidy. I thought, well, I'll be able to just tidy it up and it'll be tidy. But it's a full-time job because things keep coming and needing to be set down somewhere, and that's where they get set. Anyway, so I put things away, threw things away, and moved them to other temporary locations, like the green freezer in the woodshed. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. In fact, that is there. It's not here. So I pushed my walker down, and I stopped at the other entrance to the stream, the lower entrance, and I went in and got those metal leg chairs that I showed you the other day when we had our stream walk chair-a-thon. And I brought them out. It was hard because the alders kept grabbing my hat and I couldn't see what I was doing, and I'm gonna get a chainsaw. Maybe I'll get it today. I need to go into town to get gas for my lawnmower. Yes, I'll get a chainsaw and I'll be able to do lots of things. This is all conditional upon being able to move my body. Sometimes I have this pain in my very, very, very low back tailbone and I can't move my legs. It's very disconcerting. Anyway, but that day is not today. So I pulled those chairs out, left them where I can get them with the vehicle, and I videoed it. I videoed the pond with my Zoomy camera. There were tree swallows there. It was so awesome, and they went in the house. I have 10 birdhouses down there around the pond. First thing that had to go in after the pond was dug, poles had to go in and birdhouses had to go on. And I don't care which birds use which houses or if any of them, but some of them. And so now the birds can live there and take care of all the bugs. The tree swallows live there and they can eat all the mosquitoes. They were zooming over the pond. Yesterday we saw a turtle in the pond. He was about this big. I don't know if he was... last fall I saw 2 turtles that were about this big. And so I think they had just hatched and gotten out of the sand on the road and gone down there and gotten in the water. But I don't know. Maybe they come out during the full moon. I bet that's when they hatch. I bet that's when the day that they go climbing is the full moon day because they follow the moon and they see the moon shining on the water. Well, they don't necessarily follow the moon, but they see the light in the nighttime shining on the water, and that's where they go. Maybe that's how they discovered the pond. I'm going to look at that next September, the full moon. I'm going to go and watch and see if that's when they come climbing up. Haven't seen any turtles laying eggs yet. It's a little early. It's only the 27th of May. I think it's the 27th. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or it might not be. Anyway, and then I stopped as I walked down the road. I stopped with my long-handled clippers and I went in and I clipped around the balsam fir trees and the spruce trees that Willem and I had planted there. This is things we had pulled out from the roadside and stuck in the ground. For some of these, you just need to stick your shovel in, open the soil a slice, and stick the roots of the tree in and close it up. That's how the Boy Scouts plant acres and acres of trees. They're the little tiny seedlings that are, you know, just this big or so. It works for them. It might not work. So then I clipped around all the willows too, and I cut off the willow and I stuck them in the ground to complete the row. Very few actually grew. So I had 100 planted and about 10 have grown. Oh, that's all right. I've got 10 that grew. So I stuck them back in the ground again, new ones, and I cut them off 2 inches above the top and removed the leaves from them. So who knows, maybe we'll get some more growing. It's taken me forever, but one day I'll have a nice willow hedge. One day. I have hope. Hope is a belief of things that are going to happen, not a desire. Oh, I hope. It's not like I wish. Hope is a knowledge that one day it will be what you want or what it is, you know? That's what hope is. Faith, hope, and charity. Okay, so then I got down here. I left my wheelie thing at the road. I brought my laptop and my violin and my camera holder. I had put my boots on before I started clipping before. I came down here and I have just clipped all along. Let's see if I could take you out of the here. See, I've clipped this little tall grass all along the stream so that it would fall into the stream and wash down, and then I can see the stream, because oftentimes at the stream there'll be a mink will be swimming upstream, or an otter. But you have to be quiet to hear that or see it. I'm not very quiet because I talk to my camera. It's a very peaceful stream. Oh. Weep, weep, weep. That's the weep, 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 weep. That's the great crested flycatcher. And I saw some yellow chats over there. Weep! That's a song sparrow over there somewhere. I want to find out about these sedge. Sedge, you can see grass looks like this, and sedge is like this. Sedges have edges. They grow up in the clumps. I did cut a few clumps. There was a clump over there. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. I clipped all those and then I sat down to journal. And I just started journaling and realized how many blessings I had, and I thought I should share it with you. Count your many blessings, every doubt will fly, and you will be singing as the day goes by. Things that you take for granted, other people pray for. That's pretty profound, isn't it? I prayed for a place like this. I prayed for a place that had a woods I could walk in, that had water, a stream or a river or something, and that was affordable. And we bought this. $80,000 for 11 acres with a house. You have to get pretty far away from the city, but Willem was willing to commute an hour and a half. If we'd gone further, we could have gotten something like this for 50. But this was good enough. Perfect, actually. I shouldn't tell you how much it cost, but I felt like it. Because you can't get a house for that. This is 15 years ago, but still, even then, just a livable house, $79,000. But a house that was nice was $150,000. We couldn't afford to live in town. No way, we were too poor. So now here we are. We paid it off. Yes. And I have, over these 15 years, I have, what time is it here? 12. I have spent a whole lot of time creating little areas, creating places. Like, for instance, there's a hammock right over there. And there's a bridge to cross the stream. That was a beaver-felled log. The building of it, if you look on my site and look up the Every Which Way Bridge, it's all one word, Every Which Way Bridge. You'll see the building of that bridge. It was on a tree that fell across the stream. There's so many videos, you know, so many videos. One day I'd love to watch them all, but the only way I think I could ever watch them all is if I got sick and had to stay in bed and watch them for 24 hours a day. I'd like to go through and combine some. Now I have this YouTube thing, this video editor. I could combine like all of the making cookies videos, like there's 10 of one or 7 or 5 of one thing. And I could combine them all and have a 30 or 40 minute video instead of all these little ones. Or the other ones are alright too, but however, that puts people off. They say, oh, that's too long, I can't watch that. Okay, well, I'll talk to you again in a few minutes. Right now, I am going to go because the time is now 13:48. And I just love that you guys are there because I like to talk and you need somebody to listen to you. And the only way you're going to get somebody to listen to you is to video yourself and put it online because nobody in their right mind is going to listen to you the rest of the time. Since we women usually live in a world of our own. Our men go to work, we stay home. We are blessed if we get to stay home. I wanted to work. Well, I didn't really want to work, but I told Willem I would get a job various times, and he said, no. You should stay home. You should be home raising kids. So I did. I stayed home and raised 5 kids. I love all my kids. I love Willem's kids, too. Okay, well, on that note, I shall go. I have to journal. But now I'm exhausted. Maybe I'll play my violin. Goodbye. You can do this at home. The dragonflies have arrived. There they go. Eating the bugs. Saving us from the black flies. It's nice and quiet here between rush hours. It's Monday morning, May 27th. The dragonflies seem to have come when I started to play my violin. They knew it was their opportunity. So they knew if there was a person around, they were going to be able to have some fun. You know, this is just heavenly down here. I'm lying in my hammock in Sedge Meadow Teepee. I've been enjoying myself thoroughly today. I've been lying here in the hammock journaling. I brought my laptop down. I have no internet connection or power, but my laptop's got a battery, and so I can journal on a blank document. A bird came in here, a pair of them. One flew right, I don't know if he went through, if he came through here and went out there, or if he was actually outside, but it was at about this level. And then another one came just inside above the hammock and turned around and went back out. And then he sat there for a while and observed. So I got my camera ready, but he was gone by then. I wondered if they had, it was a phoebe. It was like a kingfish, a kingbird, eastern kingbird, but it was bouncing its tail. I wondered if they had a nest up there or something. But they would make a lot of racket to get me away from here if they did, so I don't suppose they do. I've had the most wonderful morning. I always do when I come down here. It's just so heavenly. It's so peaceful. Just watching the grass blow a little bit in the wind and observing whatever's out there. I took my long-handled foot. How should I refer to these? They're like a Z, a Z, but a straight to the left, straight down and to the right. And to the right part is a blade. Just like scissors with a bent blade. Anyway, so my long-handled clippers, I'll call them. My long-handled foot clippers. So I ran around. You can see those sticks out there in the yard. They each locate a tamarack tree Willem and I planted. You can look that up. I videoed that, I believe. Tamarack, Tamarack trees. We went to another back road and we pulled up dozens of these. Well, I think we planted 60. We just kept pulling them up. And they were just little, a foot tall or 6 inches tall. Some really big ones might have been 2 feet tall. And we just pulled them out of the ground, put them in water, and drove home and came down here with a shovel and put them in. So today I've been going around with my clippers, clipping all the grass away from them so they stand out and look very nice. The grass grew up very tall around them last year, you know, like 3 feet high, 4 feet high. So I clipped it all back. So now I can see where they are. I also know where they are because I put those little sticks in and I replaced them with those metal rods from the dump. And now I'm replacing the metal rods with those nice tall stakes from the roadside when they were working on our road. The bugs don't come in here. It's amazing. It's not completely shut in at all. I really like it this way, where you can't see what's going on. You're a bit private. I had trees like those, dead trees, placed all around the whole teepee. But the wind blew the ones on this side over, but I put them back up. And now, look at that. Isn't that neat how the sun is shining through those dead trees, making it look like I'm in a forest? It reminds me of a place in the Marsh Woods. What did I call it? Well, there's a lot of Marsh Woods hammocks I've put up one winter when I went snowshoeing through there. Lovely place. But it reminds me of one of those places. I need to put more trees against this side. They've all slid down. They need to be put back up, but at a different angle so they won't slide down like that again. Put one going this way at one side and one at that going that way at that side. And then put straight ones in the middle, and the branches from those should hold the rest of them from just sliding down. Because it's all at an angle, you know. But this side is very steeply angled, whereas that side is pretty vertical. I don't like having that hammock out there. I'd rather have it over here where it used to be. But having had my poles all burned, I don't have a good, anything strong to hold it. I can use this pole here, and maybe that one way over there. But see, that one has been burned down there. However, the one it's tied to now has been burned too. So maybe it wouldn't make much difference, but it's a long way. So I need to do a few more. I need to go get myself a chainsaw today. And then cut down some dead cedars with Abraham's help if I can. He's not too energetic. I thought he had gotten over being a lazy teenager. I know. Oh well. Look at this view I have. Millions of dragonflies have come to save me. I'm taking away all the black flies. I'm eating them up. Such a blessing to me. Look at that, the ammo. They're all the way up there. The whole flock. They go back and forth along the stream. Wasn't that fun? I hoped you could see them. Don't know if you could or not. Hi. Hello. I'm in my Marshwoods hammock across the stream from the teepee. Can you see when I do that? Across the stream from the teepee and the screen hammock. I mean the screen swing. It's nice out here. I had my hammock string way up higher, but that tree, which died and broke off, and I think, no, it was not the same one. Anyway, it's no longer any good. It's being replaced by a basswood though. Pretty good. So it's 12:03. I have to get up. I have to find a place for Abraham to live for the summer in San Francisco. And I don't know how to do this, so I'm gonna call some rental places and see if they rent out rooms. Student rentals or something. We'll see. So I gotta get up to the house to start doing that because it'll be 9 o'clock in California now, so everything should be open. It's not Memorial Day weekend anymore though, is it? The 24th. Do they have it on a Monday as well? They don't put everything on Monday like we do here. I don't think. Anyway, this is my view. I was going to journal a bit. Look how much it's grown this year already. Those little end parts. Last year was a very good year. Thought I had 2 hammocks here, but I guess I must have taken the other one further in. Oh, Tyler the woodpecker just got home. Did he go right in? One was up above hammering and one stuck his head out of the hole to see. Hello, who's there? It's kind of neat. Well, I've had a big morning. 6 hours or so already. 5.5. Been a wonderful morning. I think that bird has a nest in those grasses, because it keeps going over there to the same place, right at the end of the bridge. Maybe he just likes it there. He's flicking about. Right at the end of the last piece of wood. So I played my violin for so long that my fingers, my fingers had dents in them. Oh, there he goes again, down the stream. This is my other view. Pretty nice place. I could just stay out here all day. No reason to ever go anywhere else, is there? Except have to go to town and get a chainsaw. And have to get Abraham an apartment, somewhere to live in San Francisco. Oh, that's the sound of the woodpeckers. Are those the babies? I can't see them from here. Unless I stand up. Oh, there goes one person. There's the other one. Down in they go. Did you see him? I don't know if I aimed right. Those are such beautiful balsam fir trees. There's one there. And one there, and one there. There's been a lot of kinds of chickadees. One was down here and up on that stump there. It's 7:30 in the morning on May the 28th, 2013. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. This is a beautiful place. I'm way back in the wilderness. But there is a lot of traffic on the road. Oh well. There's a little bit of bad with every good. And there is good in the fact that there is traffic on the road. It means that I can go places if I wish. Okay, bye-bye. I don't know what kind of sparrows those were. They had a rusty cap on their head. There they are again. One had a little eye strip. for this camera, I suppose. Don't have my other one with me. I don't know sparrows too well. So I'll have to get my bird book out and study them. There's a little bit of white on his wing. Very short little bit of white up at the top of the wing. Well, I guess I better let you go. It's very peaceful out here, isn't it? Just making observations and learning. I love learning. I love the experience that it is to sit out in nature. I just love nature. Okay, see you later.
Hello, it's Nancy today. Well, if you haven't heard the news yet today on May the 28th, let me tell you, somebody did a study, some group somewhere, on which is the best country in the world to live in, and as usual, Australia was number 1, number 2 was Sweden, and number 3, you guessed it, Canada. Isn't that wonderful? And I live here. It's an awesome place. Even in the winter, it's still awesome. You just get used to the cold. You have this beautiful summertime. You know, sometimes we have a little problem with bugs, but I have this neat thing I just got. Look at this. It's a children's promo. It's a screen tent, just big enough for children to play outside. But guess what? I went to the store wondering, is there somewhere I could get something just big enough to put over my chair so I can sit in a chair and not have bugs? I thought, you know, I'm probably gonna have to invent this. Nobody's got this thing yet. And there it is. So it's 6 feet tall, or 5 feet tall. I guess it's 5 feet tall. And it's whatever, 6 feet by 7 feet or something like that. Maybe not quite. I don't remember what the dimensions are. I think it might be. Anyway, so I'll be able to put my chair in, and I will put this up, and then I'll have my chair inside. I was trying to think of how to put it up so that I don't capture 300 mosquitoes and black flies in it. I'm not much of one for spraying and then getting in, going and being where it's all sprayed. I'm not really into those chemicals. I know those farming chemicals have, you know, they've been linked to Parkinson's. My grandfather died of Parkinson's and my cousin has it. And I think even on my father's side there was Parkinson's. I think on both sides there's been Parkinson's. Anyway, so I don't want to play around with anything like that. So I was thinking if I put up the frame and then I go into the center and I slowly open the screen, keeping it close to the ground, and then open it up so that my hat's gonna blow off. So that the bugs are pushed out of the way. That's my thought. Sometimes I have a thought. Thoughts come and go. But these were $10 for this little thing. So if you've got a child, this is at Walmart. I got 2 of them, one for me and one for Willem. I'm gonna try putting a piece of Albany cloth down on the porch and putting up one of these things and then putting my chair inside. Is that a cool idea? I think so. Anyway, just have to close some windows so my hat won't go away. you heard it here last. You can do this at home. Canada is number 3 in the world's place to live in for, what were all the things about? Housing, safety, happiness. I can add a whole bunch of other things to it. Cleanliness. And Canada's motto is not peace, it's not the pursuit of happiness. It is peace, order, and good government. So I guess you call that social democratic because we care about the people. It's a wonderful place to live. I love it. And it's so pretty. And I have wilderness. There's a lot of wilderness in Canada. I live near Algonquin Park. If you look up Algonquin Park on the map, you'll see that. And I live in the area. So it's hilly, there's boreal forest, there's wilderness. It's an awesome place. Okay, well, there you go. Goodbye.